Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Shreveport Connection proudly presents to you Tommy, who will give you the Ring of Honor Indy Fed results from a couple of different shows and promotions. And off we go. But first, some brief news. Sting will be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame by Lex Luger, according to Busted Open Satellite Radio. It's a logical move, considering that Sting and Luger are longtime friends and we're also business partners at one time, and also have so much on-air history together. The Busted Open Satellite Radio show is hosted by Dave LaGreca and Doug Mortman, and airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Sirius 94 Radio and XM 208 from 2 o'clock to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can visit their Facebook page with Busted Open for more info. The following are the results for the Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor X pay-per-view, which took place on Saturday in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. The results are courtesy of .net reader member Chris GST of pwponderings.com, which has a detailed report on the show, even though it's not much detailed. Steve Corino and Jimmy Jacobs defeated Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander in a tag title tournament semifinal. Darius Thomas defeated Silas Young. Kyle O'Reilly defeated ACH. Charlie Haas had a tag team partner. And the name of Rhett Titus over the Briscoes in a tag title tournament semifinal. And Jay Lethal beat Homicide. The House of Truth defeated Irish Airborne. Adam Cole defeated Mike Mondo to retain the Ring of Honor TV title. Matt Hardy's interaction came with a TV title match. He was on commentary for the entire match. Post-match, Hardy went put over the match, and fans booed. He said that he believes the code of honor and shook Mondo's hand. He shook Cole's hand and said that many people over the last 3 months have compared Cole to a young Matt Hardy. He said he was better than Cole, and when he was his age, and added that he's better than him now. So Hardy was leaning heel, heading to an inevitable match against Cole. And this leads up into the match before the pay-per-view. As over, Scum defeated Charlie Haas and Rhett Titus in the finals of the tag team tournament to become the new Ring of Honor champions. Kevin Steen defeated Rhino in the main event to retain the Ring of Honor title. Buffalo Stations, WUTV, Fox 29, and MyTV. WNYO didn't air a new episode of Ring of Honor TV this weekend. Instead, both stations re-aired last week's episodes. Go to wherewrestlinghappens.tk for more info of upcoming events. Chikara, King of Trios, Night 1 out of 3. Report from Eastern Pennsylvania, reported by .net staffer Chris Shore. The first night went just a hair under 4 hours, but it was a lot of fun. Chikara has a good but interesting crowd. It was approximately 50% preppy and 50% freak. Not sure how those jive together, but it does. Maria, Mike the Prodigy Bennett from Ring of Honor, and the Young Bucks, Colt Cabana, Chuck Taylor, and Johnny Gargano all signed autographs before the show. And even Just Incredible's other character, Aldo Montoya, joined him at the intermission, where he also sold photos of himself as Just Incredible. On to the show. All the matches the first night were King of Trios opening round matches. The second round took place on Saturday. Semifinals and finals are Sunday, with extra matches thrown into the round to round out the card. Saturday also features a fan conclave, which I believe which was he was reporting, and it was just a lot of pictures. And then the couple of captions describing the pictures. Basically, a lot of the wrestlers was playing kid games and what have you. Match number 1, the Sendai Girls versus the Colony. I admit, I haven't been following Chikara myself this year, but so I don't understand what is going on with all the different ants now. Nevertheless, this was a good match, but I'm not sure if it was the right opener. The crowd was hot for the Sendai Girls, like they were for all the Japanese teams and the Colony, but the match was just didn't set the stage like last year's opener did. It also still makes me personally uncomfortable to watch the men wrestle with the women, especially when they hit them in the head or shove them to the ground. But the crowd didn't seem to mind too much. Green Ant headbutted a Sally Ant on purpose, who apparently was one of the evil ants, which led to the Sendai Girls getting the win. The girls got the win over the guys. Sendai Girls defeated the Colony. So, this must have been guy ants versus girl ants. Kind of like Killer Bees. The queen bee is going to be the bitch. It wins all the time. Okay, match number 2. Battery versus 3.0 and Akuma. 3.0 and Akuma were way over with the Chikara crowd. Their actors assuming enough. But this was the match with the least amount of heat throughout. Everything started nice with the fans throwing toilet paper at Battery, who were accompanied by the Rudo version of Ophidian. That even led to a funny moment where one of the Battery guys tried to choke Akuma with toilet paper only to have it rip. The problem here was way too many planned spots that took forever to set up and then failed to be executed properly. Ophidian interfered to help his team win. So Battery defeated 3.0 and Akuma. Match number 3, Team Osaka Pro versus FIST. That spells fist for those I don't know how to spell words. I know very little about the Japanese promotion that sent teams, but Osaka Pro sure seems like the Japanese version of Chikara. What I do know is that the 3 guys on this team were a riot. FIST continues to do the most entertaining act in Chikara, and Icarus continues to be a heat magnet with nothing more than a jacket and a tattoo. When you buy the DVD for this show, watch this match first. I promise you won't be disappointed. It was a match of the night, and it had all the things that made Chikara so much fun to watch. It had a few too many planned spots, but most of them were so hilarious it was worth it. Don't believe me? Just check out the DVD or go to twitter.com/Kikutarasan /status / a bunch of numbers. Anyways, just go to Twitter. Turasan. Icarus had to use Sugar Dunkerton's hair pick to get the win. Some of the sentences I write here when covering Chikara are so absurd. So you got Fist defeating Team Osaka Pro. And these were just kind of like teams of all different promotions around the world. Even Team WWE, and I think it was Team TNA was involved in this also. Well, the next match was The Swarm versus Quack, Jigsaw, and Toyota. No, these are not games in cars. These are actually names of wrestlers, characters. The intermission main event had more ants enrolled than I didn't understand. It also had Manami Toyota, who was billed as the greatest female wrestler alive. She may very well be, but she had a bad night on this night. Not looking crisp. A shorting of a number of jumps. Still a good match. I saw Quack Scene get the win amongst dissension in the ant ranks. They had Jigsaw and Quack arguing at the end, which I assume leads to a loss for their team in round 2, and a Rudo turn for Jigsaw. Quack, that's for those that don't know, Mike Quackenbush, Jigsaw, and Toyota defeated the Swarm. And then you had the intermission, and after the intermission, you got the 5th match of the night, Team JWP versus the Throwbacks. Another female team with JWP. That's, I guess, Japan Wrestling Promotion, I guess. And another match that displayed all the great things chikara can be. It was also the perfect match to get your crowd back into it after intermission. Matt Classic joined the Throwbacks and added a hilarious compliment to an already solid act. The Mr. Touchdown Kid, Mark Angelicetti, was incredibly impressive with his charisma and ability to play to the crowd. He has a great look and is very athletic. He still has some learning to do in the ring, but he has every single one of the intangibles. This match gets honorable mention for the match of the night due to the entertainment value and the finish, which saw Tsubasa Kuragaki put Matt Classic in the torture rack. The place came unglued at the time, and even the reporter. So, Team JWP defeated the Throwbacks. Well, the next some comments. The Submission Squad, who were broken down at a half block from the arena, they drove down past them where they were holding up signs to hitchhike or something. Couldn't make it due to transportation problems, so a random trio was pulled from a hat. The first 2 entrants were the mysterious and handsome stranger, Archibald Peck under a mask, and Mahara from Osaka Pro. Ring announcer Gavin Loudspeaker pulled several names from the hat, including wrestling legend Stanley Henson to return. But none of those were there. Just threw that in there. He pulled Tito Santana's name out. And Tito was there in a fun moment for the live crowd. Arriba! With a flying burrito forearm. Match number 6, the mysterious and handsome stranger, Mahara and Tito Santana versus this special envoy. The story of this match was Tito trying to tag in, but being denied for various reasons. He finally did and showed that he's old and done. But he did manage to hit the flying forearm just before getting rolled up for the loss. The match wasn't bad, but it was very forgettable. Special Envoy defeated the mysterious and handsome stranger, Mahara and Tito Santana. Well, now you get match number 7. Team Ring of Honor versus the Trio of Pain for pure, unadulterated, old school fun pop. This was a match to see. The Trio of Pain being the powers of pain returning into in-ring action. Yes, that's the Warlord and his tag team partner, Barbarian. Warlord looked exactly the same before when he retired from wrestling, though he was a little bit thicker as opposed to muscular. Barbarian still hasn't aged much. Ming had some gray, like Barbarian, Ming, same person, had some gray, and he has that retired Samoan girth to him, but he didn't look bad by any means. He did wrestle in black sweats and tennis shoes, which took a little something off, but the Young Bucks and Mike, the Prodigy Bennett, put them over big time. The finish was Bennett hitting a sunset flip on Ming, which the live crowd and the reporter were a little confused and unhappy with, but it didn't kill the fun. So Team Ring of Honor defeated the Trio of Pain. Now we got Team WWF in match number 8 versus the Extreme Trio. Must be ECW team. Okay, maybe this was a match for the pure old school fun. Don't be confused. This was the farthest thing from a classic all night. But all 6 guys knew that they wanted to do what they wanted to do and pulled it off well. They even did the slow-mo gimmick that saw Tommy Dreamer pull out a remote control from somewhere and pause the action while Tatanka was starting his dance. He punched Tatanka, who no-sold it. Dreamer pressed play, and Tatanka bumped. Best single spot of the night. The Extreme Trio won with a pile driver from Jerry Lynn to close out a fun first night. Team Extreme Trio defeated Team WWF. I was still looking at who was the other members of WWF and also Extreme. I think there were 2 members mentioned there. Tatanka was for WWF, as Dreamer for ECW, Jerry Lynn from ECW, so that's 2 out of the members for ECW team, which we will follow up. I will follow up probably with the second night. But here's the finish. Once again, the night was good, but not without its faults. Fist versus Osaka Pro probably should have opened the show to set the stage. There were some technical issues at various times, making it hard to hear Gavin, the announcer, and some of the matches were way overbooked. That being said, none of those things took away from the overall feel of the first night. And the reporter had great fun. Now, for night number 2, King of Trios from Chikara from Easton, Pennsylvania. Again, results from .NET staffer Chris Shore. Not much, it's just basic who won, who lost. Alright, Fist defeated Team JWP in a King of Trios second round match. That was the first match. Match number 2, Mr. Touchdown defeated X-Pac, or 1-2-3 Kid. So I wonder if he was in with the WWF team. Match number 3, the Spectral Envoy defeated the Bateri in a King of Trios second round match. Match number 4, Team Osaka Pro defeated the Colony, regular tag match. Match number 5, Team Sendai Girls defeated Mike Quackenbush, Jigsaw, and Minami Toyota in a King of Trios second round match. So that's 3 teams going into the trio match. Tatanka defeated Sugar Dunkerton in match number 6. Match number 7 was Team Ring of Honor defeating Team ECW in the King of Trios second round match. So that gives you four teams to round it off to the third round. And your main event, match number 8, Eddie Kingston defeated Tadasuke to retain the Chikara Grand Championship. Chris Shore's ongoing coverage on the third day follows on the next one, which is taking place in Easton, Pennsylvania for day number 3. Match number 1, Team Ring of Honor, the Young Bucks and Mike Bennett defeated the Sendai Girls, Dash Chisako, Miko Satomura, and Sendai Sachiko in the semifinal match. Match number 2, the Spectral Envoy. These tag team names are Hallowick, Frightmare, and Ultramanus Black. Defeated Fist. Their members are Chuck Taylor, Johnny Gargano, and Icarus in the second semifinal match. Match number 3, Ophidian defeated Saturn by ref stoppage. And match number 4, X-Pac, 1-2-3 Kid, real name Sean Waltman, and Marty Jannetty tag team and won a 10-team gauntlet match. The other participants included Demolition, The Powers of Pain, Tim Donst and Jacob Hammermeyer, The Colony, Devastation Corporation. I wonder if that's from WCCW, and Lowe's Ice Cream. Yes, that's a weird name. Lowe's Ice Cream. I wonder if one was chocolate and one was vanilla. I don't know. But then they had an intermission. After intermission, match number 5, Evasan Takayakita, or Yakita, and 3.0 defeated Colt Cabana, Darkness, Crabtree, Yonel Sanders, and the Swamp Monster. Match number 6, Commando Bolshi and Tsubasa Kuragaki defeated Kaori Yanayama and Manami Toyota. Match number 7, Tadasuke defeated Jigsaw. Match number 8, your main event, the Special Envoy defeated the Young Bucks and Mike Bennett to win the King of Trios tournament finals. Bennett tapped out to Hallowick's Chikara special to give Spectral Envoy the win. Now, for another indie fed called Resistance Pro Live. Actually, Resistance Pro Wrestling, RPW. If you watch some of my other video on my SmackDown versus Raw 2011 and the WWE 12 Dream matches on YouTube, you can see some of the rings that I have downloaded and made on my own from Chicago, Illinois at Excalibur Nightclub. Results courtesy of pwponderings.com /2012 /09 /14 resistance pro just a game live results. Or just go to PW Ponderings and look for the last current show. And for those that don't know, most indie fans only have like one show a month. Very similar to TASW, one show a month. Okay. Match number 1, Robert Anthony defeated Stephen Walters. Match number 2, Rough Crossing and John Schuyler defeated Chris Hall and the Cobra. No, that's not Scott Hall's son. His name is Cody Hall. Match number 3, Thunder Kitty defeated Crystal in a best of 3 falls match. Thunder Kitty won the first fall with a roll-up in 30 seconds. Crystal won fall number 2 to even up the score. Thunder Kitty won the third and deciding fall by submission. Match number 4, Ashton Vuitton defeated Samurai Del Sol by submission. Match number 5, Nikki St. John defeated Melanie Cruz to win the Resistance Pro Women's title. Congratulations to Nikki. Match number 6, Jay Bradley pinned Gene Snitsky, formerly of WWF/WWE. And now for PWG Pro Wrestling Guerilla Live event. From Reseda, California at the American Legion Post number 308. The following results from night 2 of the Battle of Los Angeles tournament. Sami Callihan in match number 1 defeated TJ Perkins via submission in a quarterfinal match. Match number 2, Adam Cole defeated Eddie Edwards via pinfall in a quarterfinal match. Match number 3, Michael Elgin defeated Brian Cage Taylor by pinfall in a quarterfinal match. Kevin Steen ran in during the match and attacked Taylor. And yes, most of these guys do double duty in Ring of Honor and other promotions. Sami Callihan actually does some work with Matt Hardy and some other federations, along with Reby Sky. I believe, I don't know if they're engaged yet, but his significant other, as I call it. After the match, he continued to beat on Taylor. The Young Bucks ran out to attack Steen, who was saved by referee Mike Knox, formerly of WWE. The Bucks had the upper hand until El Generico made the save. Knox challenged the Bucks and Taylor to a 6-man tag. Steen non-committally walked away when was asked to team with Generico. Match number 4, Ricochet defeated Roderick Strong by pinfall in a quarterfinal match. Match number 5, Willie Mack, Drake Younger And B-Boy defeated Joey Ryan. Yeah, Joey Ryan. He's the guy that does the gut check sent home guy from on TNA when they were doing the TNA gut check thing. They got going with Taz and what's his face from ECW. What does everybody want? Head. Also, there you go. Just thought of it. Okay, well, match number 6, Adam Cole defeated Sami Callihan by submission in a semifinal match. Okay, back to that other match. I didn't finish. Willie Mack, Drake Younger, B-Boy defeated Joey Ryan, Davey Richards, and Kyle O'Reilly by pinfall. Davey Richards and Kyle O'Reilly donned Joey Ryan's sleazy gimmick in one of the most absurd and wonderful moments of the night. And then match number 6 was Adam Cole defeated Sami Callihan by submission in a semifinal match. Match number 7, Michael Elgin defeated Ricochet by pinfall in a semifinal match. Match number 8, Mike Knox got his match. He tag teamed with El Generico and Kevin Steen, and they defeated the Young Bucks and Brian Cage Taylor by pinfall. The match originally began as a tag match, but Steen ran in mid-match to accept the tag from Generico. Match number 9, your main event, Adam Cole defeated Michael Elgin by pinfall to win the 2012 Battle of Los Angeles tournament. The show was absolutely fantastic. PWG has one of the best environments in wrestling, and this show was no exception to that. Cole winning after Elgin looked dominant for the entire tournament was a surprise, but Cole's heel work in PWG has earned it. And the reporter says that they'll be back later in the week for the full report of and analysis of the show. And he took pictures of the show, but I didn't see them, so you can go and look at them on twitter.com/It's Wheel Time. I guess it's copying It's Media Time. And that ends my indie reports for this month, or so far for September. Thanks for viewing. Stay tuned later on tonight for Raw.